FY26 earnings conference call hosted by Share India Securities. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Harsh Patel from Share India Securities. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. I would like to congratulate KPIGREEN on very good set of numbers. On behalf of Share India Securities, I welcome you all on Q2FY26 earnings conference call of KPIGREEN Energy. We are pleased to have with us the management team represented by Mr. Sohil Dopoya, the whole-time director, Dr. Alok Das, Group CEO, and Mr. Salim Yahoo, Chief Financial Officer of the company. We will have the opening remarks from the management, followed by question and answer session. Thank you, and over to you, Siddharth.
Thank you, Harsh. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Siddharth Thakur from the Chairman's office. A very warm welcome to all of you, and thanks for joining the KPIGREEN Energy conference call today. It's been a successful quarter for KPI, marked by strong order uptake, key MOUs, and continued expansion across new geographies. The company has also made headway into emerging sectors such as data centers, AI, and life sciences, while exploring new and innovative financing options to support its growth journey. To elaborate on this more, I'll now hand over the mic to Mr. Salim Yahoo, Chief Financial Officer. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Salim Yahoo, Chief Financial Officer of KPIGREEN Energy Limited, and it is my pleasure to present the financial and operational highlights for the second quarter and the first half of FY25-26. In this quarter, we have once again delivered a remarkable performance, achieving our sixth consecutive quarter of record revenue and profitability. This consistent upward trajectory underscores the robustness of our business model and our focused execution strategy. For quarter 2 FY25-26, our total revenue stood at 641.1 crore, a strong 78% year-on-year growth compared to 361.4 crore in quarter 2 FY24-25. Our earning before interest tax depreciation, that is EBITDA, increased by 73%, reaching 232.4 crore, and profit before tax rose 63.4% to rupees 158 crore. Our profit after tax grew 67% year-on-year to 117 crore, reflecting disciplined cost control and operating leverage. For the first half of FY25-26, we reported total revenue of 1,255.26 crore, a 76.5% growth from the same period last year. EBITDA stood at 449.3 crores, up 68%, while PBT and PAT grew by 63.9% and 67.7% respectively. These results demonstrate our continued ability to scale profitability while maintaining healthy margins. Our strong financial performance has been supported by strategic financing initiatives. During the first half, we successfully issued India's first externally credited enhanced green bond of 670 crores, backed by a 65% guarantee by Guaranco. This is a partial guarantee. Our bonds were rated AA plus CE by CRISIL and ICRA, two of the topmost rating agencies, and these bonds were listed on NSE. This landmark issuance reinforces investor confidence and enhances our capital structure. We also achieved a major milestone with the 3,200 crore term loan sanction from State Bank of India Project Finance Unit, supporting the development of our 250 megawatt solar and 370 megawatt hybrid project under the long-term GUVNL PPA. This financing aligns perfectly with our focus on large-scale annuity-backed IPP growth. Operationally, our execution remains on track across all major projects. The 250 megawatt solar and 370 megawatt hybrid projects are progressing as per schedule, with part commissioning expected in the coming quarters. Together with 150 megawatt wind project, these represent nearly 5,500 crores in capex, and which will post commissioning contribute significantly to our revenue and cash flows in the upcoming financial years. On the CTV side, our order book continues to strengthen with multiple project wins, including 200 megawatt solar with SJVN, 96 megawatt BOP for Aditya Birla Renewables, and 100 megawatt repeat order from Avichal Power. Additionally, our recently obtained Category A power trading license positions us to capture new opportunities in the open access and energy trading space. From a strategic point we are expanding into future-ready technologies also. We have signed MOUs with Delta Electronic India for collaboration with battery energy storage system, green hydrogen and EV charging infrastructure, as well as green ammonia JV with AHES Korea and GH2 Solar India, reinforcing our long-term commitment to sustainability-driven growth. Looking ahead, our focus remains unwavering on executing our pipeline efficiently, maintaining financial discipline, and delivering consistent return to our stakeholders. With record revenue, robust profitability, and strong financing support, we are well on track to achieve our near-term growth targets and our long-term vision of reaching 10 GW by 2030. So thank you for your continued trust and confidence in KPI Green Energy Limited. So we now open our floor for the questions.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rajat Gupta, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. Hello?
Yes, Rajat, you are audible.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. I have 2 questions from the management. First is that our EBITDA margin is continuously squeezing despite the IPP portion expansion. Perhaps this is due to higher borrowing. So my question is it part of the strategy or is the efficiency labs? And the second question,
what is the strategy?
Yeah, the second question pertains to the company's revenue and scale. I'm sure it is expanding, but the shareholders' wealth is not aligning with its growth. It's hiking for sure, but it seems the EPS growth is not aligning with the company's growth due to higher equity dilution or maybe for something else. So can you guide us, put some colors on the future trajectory on the same as well? Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Rajat, your first question was on the EBITDA squeezing. I seem to don't understand. I mean, EBITDA last year, if you see the half year, that is 39.24, right? It was 37.52.
Yes.
And this time it is 35.79. So there is not too much difference. There might be a slight difference because of the nature of sales booking that happens. Sometimes sales booking happen more on the supply. Sometimes it happens on the service component. So whenever it is a service component, automatically the margin little bit, you will have a variation of 1 or 2%. But if you look at a standalone basis, if you look at KPI, okay, last year the EBITDA was around 28.34, right? Half year, and this half year it is around 36.95. There's a substantial increase again in the EBITDA. It has matched up with that. So if I don't see any squeeze in the EBITDA, so for that second,
this is despite the IPP portion.
Yeah. See, IPP portion will further enhance. So we have energized 250 megawatt and 50 megawatt IPP portion. The revenue of that is yet to come. So once that revenue starts coming in, because we have energized that, but it will take time for then these 2 quarters, you will see it is a rainy season, and the rainy season got elongated. So that's why the power sale also was lower during these 2 quarters with the existing. But the new plant, which are now energized, will take time to start. So in the second half of the year, you will see substantial growth in the power sale also, and that will automatically further improve the EBITDA. But EBITDA is not squeezing to that extent that we have to be worried about. Okay.
Okay, second question.
The second question about the market price. You are more focusing on the market price. Why the market price? That's shareholders' wealth is not increased. Okay. Market is depending upon not only.
It's not about the market price. It was concerned about the EPS growth.
So EPS has improved. I mean, if you see, EPS has improved. It is not that EPS has not improved. If you look at what was there earlier, In the previous quarter also, if you see, it was 3.66. This basic EPS was 3.66, which has up to 4.82 in this quarter. Similarly, if you see half year, last half year, 4.84 was the EPS, and this half year it is 8.49, the basic EPS. So EPS has improved. Whereas the share price is concerned, I mean, again, market dynamics depend a lot of other dynamics in the international geopolitical conditions, the other factors, the regulatory factors, the availability of the material and everything. But you need to understand that we are a developer. We are not a manufacturer of panels or anything. So any other international factors like tariff or anything doesn't affect us. In fact, if there is a price war because of tariff and everything, we are at a benefit to getting panels and all the material at a lower price. So be assured that because of the the market conditions, the prices might be at a stagnant. You look at it as stagnant, but believe me, once the market improves, I mean the market scenario improves, the results are already giving it a good strength. So if you see, the results are always been very good, so it will automatically jump up once the market outside condition, geopolitical condition, everything improves. Everything will be fine again.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, perhaps my second question was not clear enough. My question was not regarding the market price in the share market. My second question pertains to the shareholders' wealth in terms of the EPS that the company is generating. The company is diluting. Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The company is continuously diluting the equity and using borrowed fund also for attaining the growth, as I can understand. So I wish to know the future course of action where it sources its funds from, because we are already at the limit of 40% of promoter wealth that is already pledged. So what shall be the future source of funds?
Rajat, there is one thing you have to understand, that one is that we have not diluted any equity in the last 1 year. After our QIP of 1,000 crore, after that there is no dilution after that done. Okay, promoter is at present 48%. Okay. And you need to also understand, we are into a business where we have capital intensive business, where we have IPP, where we have to set up to get annuity income. The company will grow once it gets annuity income, and for annuity income you have to add capex. So we are adding more and more capex to hand, because that is a 25-year income, annuity income. So if you see the returns that you will get in this 25 years, once these loans and everything apart, will be huge. So from that point of view, if we cannot stay stagnant, we have to keep on growing. And for the growth, we are also doing CPP as well as IPP. So we are adding both the sides. And as far as what you are saying, that borrows, today also my debt equity is still at a very comfortable position compared to any other players in the industry. We are still at very good positions where we are. I mean, we have already told that many times that we will always try to keep it below 2. Debt to equity. So borrowed fund will be there, but we will keep a close watch on it and will not let it go too high. Also, we will be upcoming years, we'll see that there will be a different kind of funding, which will not more of a borrowed fund, different kind of ways, which we will shortly let you know once we start working on that on. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for patiently answering my question, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajat. Thanks.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that management is able to address questions from all the participants in the conference, please limit your question to one question per participant. Do you have a follow-up question? We request you to rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Garvit Goyal from Invest Analytic Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Garvit, you are audible.
Hi, sir. Congrats for a good execution in the quarter. My question is on recent news that is in circulation regarding the government has directed the renewable energy implementation agencies to close all the legacy bids and cancel the letter of awards for all the renewable energy projects for which the power purchase and power sale agreements are not feasible, and the deadline is November 25. So I just want to understand, you spend few minutes on that, what is this all about, and how is it going to change the future of the capex happening in the solar industries, and how is it ultimately going to affect the future order inflows to KPI Green, for that matter. So that's my first question.
Yeah. So if you see that government has clearly given a notification that they have to close which are not viable. Projects which are not viable at a very low rate, so nobody participates there. So whatever KPI has participated, it always has got a best rate. If you see the last one which we closed with government is the GUNL project, our wind one, we have a rate of 3 rupees 64, 3.64. So that is one of the best rate in the industry. So we have closed that PPA also. We have signed recently, and we have closed that. We were working on the started working on the execution of that project. So as far as KPI is concerned, none of our projects are stuck in any of those, what we say, the government notification or anything. Industry concerned, I mean, yes, there because these projects were lingering and there was not too much acceptance from the market, from the developers. That's why these projects had closed. They will, I presume that they will come up. I mean, see, the target is there that we have to achieve if the set gigawatt by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. So we have it will come up in a new form. It will come up with a new pricing and everything because those which were floated, which were not viable, so those are going to get scrapped. But the new one will come. So I don't think any industry will have any impact because of the target. Whereas as KPI is concerned, KPI is zero impact because we have already closed all our IPP PPAs.
Understood, sir. And secondly, on the grid expansion thing, so we are seeing like capex is happening tremendously at a good pace in the solar expansion. But is the grid infrastructure or the transmission infrastructure is ready to cater to that kind of solar energy capex happening in India? So what's your take on that? Like.
First, I'll speak about our company, KPI. So KPI, as you have seen in our presentation also, we have evacuation approvals of approximately 3.46 gigawatt in KPI itself. So which is far more enough for us to cater for our upcoming projects and everything. Industry is concerned, yes, I mean government has focus and government will start enhancing the evacuation infrastructure, and they will because they know that without evacuation structure the increase in the projects or the renewable energy project is not logical. So they have started working on it. There are a lot of things. Shortly you'll see there will be projects on the transmission lines and everything which will also come. So as far as KPI is concerned, I don't think any impact on us because we have enough evacuation to carry on for the upcoming project. Whereas government will surely add up more and more, transmission projects in the upcoming years. That is what we feel.
Just to add, Salim, onto that, just to add on the selling points, I want to add it here. I'm Dr. Alok speaking. So basically, what happened, your question is very pertinent. Now, all the transmission companies from the central level and state level, they know that green corridor is required for the huge transmission because we have got the 500 gigawatt has to be evacuated for 2030. For that, there's so many TBCB tender is out for the power transmission, and all the states are working to that. As far as our all projects pertaining to Gujarat, there is sufficient load flow study and transmission permission, so we are not affected. Thank you.
And one last.
I just request you, Mr.
Just one last question.
Okay.
The last question is mainly on the pledge side. So we have been talking about it since last 2-3 quarters. Like we will be doing our measures to reduce the pledge percentage. So what is the update right now, sir, and why the delay is happening?
No, sorry, I'm not getting your question. I mean, there's a lot of disturbance. I mean, you are asking about what pledge?
I'm asking about the pledge percentage, promoter pledge percentage.
Okay, pledge percentage. See, let me update you and all who have this pledge question. So recently we have got our sanction from SBI. So our pledge was with SBI. So we have clearly recommended them, and in our current sanction we have got an approval that by the end of this execution of this project, COD, after that within 6 months, that is we look at around March 27, the entire pledge will be released by State Bank of India. So we have that in written in the sanction letter, and we have also factored that.
So are we going to publish this written sanction on the exchange?
Yes. Once we release, we will also publish. Sanction letter is already, I mean, we cannot, because it's a, confidential document between the bank and us, we cannot publish the sanction letter. But as I'm saying that in the public domain, we have that in hand.
Got it. That's it from my side, sir, and all the best for the future. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that management is able to address questions from all the participants in the conference, please limit your question to one question per participant. Do you have follow-up question? We request you to rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Shashank Jha, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yes, hello sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, sir. One just request is for actually KPGL that sir, please do a Concall. Actually, 6 months already.
Yes.
I have not received any update on that, sir.
Yes, it will. It is on 14th of November. Shortly, we'll be uploading that also. We will do Concall for each and every of our listed companies. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, you post result on 6th month, so requested to do a Concall. Thank you. And one more question, sir. हाँ, थैंक यू फॉर इट सर. और सर एक दो सवाल था केपीआई ग्रीन को लेकर कि सर ऑर्डर पाइपलाइन नहीं दिख रहा है. मतलब कुछ महीने से ना देख रहा हूँ ऑर्डर फ्लो बहुत ही मतलब स्लो हो रखा है. एंड सेकेंड चीज ये था कि हमारा ग्रीन अमोनिया और जो है ना ये ग्रीन अमोनिया ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन ये सब पे क्या चल रहा है. मतलब कुछ ब्रेक थ्रू मिला है अच्छा हमें.
सर मैंने अभी आपने मेरा स्पीच सुना होगा. मैंने उसमें ऑर्डर पाइपलाइन भी सीपीपी की बताया. केपीआई का आईपीपी का ऑर्डर पाइपलाइन तो आपको पता है 1.2 गीगावाट का हम लोग एग्जीक्यूशन कर ही रहे हैं. और सीपीपी में मैंने आपको जैसे नाम बोला एसजीवीएन, आदित्य बिरला, अविचल एंड देन एग्जिस्टिंग सीआईएल, महाजन, कोई सारे ऑर्डर्स है हमारे पास. एंड बाकी जो स्ट्रेटेजी है उसके ऊपर भी मैंने आपको लिखा कि हमारे एमओयूज हो चुके हैं डेल्टा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स फॉर बैटरी एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम, ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन के लिए, ईवी चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और ग्रीन अमोनिया.
एमओयू वाला तो हम लोग ने देखा था. कुछ नंबर दे सकते हैं क्या? मतलब कुछ नंबर क्वांटिटेटिव कैसा आउटलुक दिख रहा है
एमओयू होने की. Sir, this is a new sector and segment. MOU होने के बाद there are various discussions which happen. So initial stage is the MOU. Once you have a tie-up with them, there is a clear path. Now both the partners will discuss on how to go about it and forward and what is the investment that is required and all those factors will come into picture. So as you go forward, you will get it because this is a new segment altogether. It is not a one like a solar or which is already in place. The technology is in place. Here it is always the technology is evolving, the pricing is evolving. So all these factors have to be taken in consideration and then step by step we will move ahead with.
फिर भी सर कोई टाइमलाइन मतलब एक मतलब 2 क्वार्टर 3 क्वार्टर कुछ टाइमलाइन अगर बता देते तो.
हमने अभी 1 मेगावाट मातर में तो लगा दिया और मातर फैसिलिटी. तो वहाँ पे ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन वी विल बी ब्लेंडिंग विद आवर एग्जिस्टिंग एलपीजी. तो दैट प्रोटोटाइप हमने डाल भी दिया. हमने अभी वो स्टार्ट भी कर रहे थोड़े दिन में. तो दैट इज इन प्लेस. तो टेक्नोलॉजी में हम लोग तो टेस्टिंग चालू है हमारा. As well as the other things are concerned, I mean, it will still take a time. I think a couple of years it will take slowly, it will gradually take a shape.
ठीक है सर. एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन आई विल गो इन द क्यू. सर जो अपना आईपीपी वाला सेक्शन है उसमें सर ग्रोथ कैसा दिख रहा है?
सर आईपीपी का स्ट्रक्चर मैंने आपको बताया कि 1.2 गीगावाट का नया आईपीपी हमारा एग्जीक्यूशन हो रहा है. वो इंस्टॉल होने के बाद देन यू विल सी देयर विल बी टोटल विल हैव अराउंड 1.5 गीगावाट ऑफ आईपीपी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आवर आईपीपी रेवेन्यू इटसेल्फ विल बी मोर देन 1000 crores with an EBITDA of 90%. So you can understand the growth that is coming forward.
Yeah, great sir. Thank you sir.
Okay.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Anil from K16 Advisors. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Congratulations on this financial closure. It's not easy since you don't have an industrial house behind you. So to get a public listing of the bonds and to get such a big loan from SBI, I think rich congratulations are due for whatever you have done.
Thank you, Anil.
My question is that we are very quick to implement our projects. That is our trademark that we can do very quickly.
Right.
But then if we have to wait for 6 months for the revenue to come, then what is the purpose of doing it quickly? Like this, we went from 170 megawatt to 535 megawatt only, that is IPP, and yet we are not seeing the revenue. Why such a big delay? 6 months delay.
So out of this additional IPP which we were energized, one was 250 megawatt Khavda project. In Khavda project, we have completed our revenue, but what happened was the evacuation was in the scope of the government. Now that evacuation GSS, we call it, government substation, was not ready and it is still taking time. So as per the PPA that we have completed ahead, but government has time. So government is taking time in setting up the evacuation substation. So shortly, they have already, I think we expect that to cover by fortnight of December itself, the substation. So automatically the revenue starts. So it was not at our end, this was one of a case where government was delayed because of the project. Whereas the 50 megawatt we already started getting the revenue. What happens once we infuse the power after, I think, September, we started infusing the power during the September. And after that, it takes 2 months to get the billing revenue into the picture. Because what happens, if I supply it in the month of September, the billing will happen in the October or November. After that, the billing, the payment will come. So the revenue and everything will take time. But now I think in this second half, we will start getting for this 250 also and for 50 megawatt additional, which we have added. Whereas the new project that we are doing, 1.2 gigawatt GUNL, there we will be setting up 25 megawatt and we'll start energizing and we'll start getting revenue by the time I'm starting up another 25 kind of a bunch. So there you will see faster revenue incoming.
Great. You have already answered the question which I was going to ask. But one last thing. You have mentioned... just this. I just want to complete this. You've mentioned Vanguard, ADIA, Citadel, BlackRock, etc. These are very large global names, but none of them are showing up in screener when I see. That means their ownership is less than 1%. Why would such large institutions take less than 1% stake in a company which is barely $1.2 billion of market cap?
Right. Vanguard has got more than 1%, but with different names. Vanguard Investment Fund, Vanguard Fortnightly Fund, Vanguard. So similarly, BlackRock has also, similarly Abu Dhabi Investment Pension Fund, all have got with different. So what happens when if it's calculated as the screener, it will show you only that they are below 1. But if you look, because we look at the Benfos, so we are aware that they altogether they are 1. So they don't put it from one fund, they put from different funds. So that is what you are not able to see the entire, but they are there in the Benfos.
Okay, so but all put together, it is 9% only. So with so many large institutions, I mean, for them, it could have been much higher. But obviously, I mean, it will happen when it will happen.
Yeah, just a minute. If you see on the screener also, I just opened the screener also. You will find Aspire Emerging Fund. You'll find Morgan Stanley. They are showing. They are more than 1%. Oco World, Kima was there. So all these are the government, pension fund global is 1.7 as on September 25. So it is also showing there on the screener. So they are there. Whereas Vanguard is not shown because as I told you, there are multiple funds of Vanguard through which they invest.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sudhir Beda from Beda Family Office. Please go ahead.
सर सुनील जी आपकी आवाज आ रही है
हेलो
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 सुनील जी
अरे या sorry hearty congratulations to entire KPI team for outstanding result. Sir, there is a common worry in the investors' mind about the overall prospect of renewable energy with respect to evacuation, grid stability, and government also now, thinking there are a lot of press releases in last 3-4 days. The government wants to scrap certain projects. There are 42 projects are lying without PPA. So can you, just throw some light on it for the entire sector? What's the positions and how we should look forward for the growth of that renewable sector, solar and wind particularly?
Yeah. So basically, if you look at our company has got a strong IPP portfolio, and all these PPAs are signed. We are into execution mode, so we don't have to worry about this. So once we have 1.5 years, as I told you, the IPP revenue itself will be more than 1,000 crore with a 90% of EBITDA. So our company doesn't have to worry on the the cancelling PPAs or the news that which are going around. But as I told earlier in my question, that these PPAs are projects which were not viable. Now, once again, they will come back because the government focus is already there on the net zero and capacity gigawatt increase to 500 gigawatt. So all these factors are already playing in. But the only thing is that the project which were at a non-viable, government is cancelling, and they will come up with a new pricing or new strategy for floating out those projects. But as far as KPI is concerned, we have already cleared all our projects on the IPP side, and CPP we don't have to worry because we have already have
already signed. Yeah. Great. But see, the worry is not on the pricing or retendering. They are saying that too much of solar power is causing grid instability in this time. That's why they want to curtail the. So if you can throw some light on that aspect.
Yeah. So see, as far as our company is concerned, it automatically we have signed a long-term PPAs with the DISCOM, and DISCOM also is GUNL, which is one of the best DISCOM in the entire country. So we don't have to worry about that because we will generate the power. It is the DISCOM is liable to take that power. So our revenue will not impact, and that is the best strategy which Faruk sir has taken, that always go with a bigger DISCOM, always go with an IPP mix with a CPP. So we are very much safeguarded with any of this, volatility in the market. But as far as the sector itself is concerned, I don't think, because there was also worry about too much of panel manufacturing capacity in place and everything. But I don't see that there is a market for everybody at this stage also, and the sector is expected to grow. It does not have any, I don't see any stagnancy or downfall.
So grid instability and all is not going to cause any problem for solar, at least.
No, I don't think so, because as Faruk, even Alok sir said that stability.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Salim, I'll tell you. Salim, I want to pitch in here. That the question is grid. There are two questions you asked. One is about grid stability, another some of the PPA cancelled and all. Now, if you see these messages coming pan-India basis, there are two kind of grid available. One is central grid, another is state grid. Now, on the central grid, whatever they are giving the permission, so there are projects happening in the particular state. And now, company like in the government has come two types of measurement, that whatever your smart grid, that you have to, whatever the generation and drawal of the power from the grid should be, sync for the demand and supply. For that, government has come with the DSM mechanism, that deviation settlement mechanism. If you are a generator and consumption, then this power grid stability and all, so it is come to the central level, stringent norms, and that is being followed. So whatever your future project will be coming, that is to be followed. Some of the curtailments are happening in the country, like in Rajasthan and all, but in Gujarat and all, there is curtailment because what Salim was telling, because in the load flow study and that Gujarat transmission company, they are doing very nicely that all sort of design calculation and all, and there is no such curtailment, but at least that whatever project we are doing. So now that central, whatever the norms they are coming with the grid stability, and prior to grid synchronization, they are giving that smart grid all sort of mechanisms, that whatever the parameters to be maintained for the load flow. So these are the things that are coming. So in that way, all power transmission company, they are coming on the smart grid application at the beginning of the grid charges. So I don't think there is any challenges in future looking to 500 gigawatts for the grid penetration. So all the developers are giving instructions right from NLDC or state load dispatch center, everybody. So your concern is okay, but it is being mitigated a lot, and all ways that government sectors are working.
And
very helpful.
So this is Siddharth here. I would just like to add one more point. Regarding your concern for solar, right? We have a very effective strategy where we also have expertise in wind and BESS-based solutions. And we are also, in the future, will be exploring channels through trading. So net, the kind of solutions that we offer are not just solar, but we couple solar with BESS and with wind to provide both RTC and FDRE-based solutions, and solutions that will ensure that the grid remains stable, and we are working with the government on that. So we are creating a strategy around that, and we are one of the best players that offer all of these multiple strategies.
Yeah, that's very helpful, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity and all the best.
Thank you, Sudhir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Aditya Pandya from Polycap Family Office. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Aditya, you're audible.
Yes, my question was related to one of the subsidiaries, Concall Energy. So can you help me with the Q2 numbers?
So Q2 we have done 125 odd top line with a similar kind of a profitability. And we expect that since both the quarters, I mean Q1 and Q2 more of a seasonality, rainy season, so it was at a lower length. So the next half you will see substantial growth in the Sundrop top line in the coming second half.
Okay. Any target for the revenue for that one?
We are planning, I mean, we are looking at around 65 to 70% more than what we have done in the first half.
Got it.
That is the main.
Also, I missed the PAT numbers earlier. Can you just write it down?
Sorry?
I missed the PAT numbers earlier. You mentioned. The PAT numbers.
PAT is at a similar range of 16 to 18% kind of a PAT.
Okay. Got it. And when are we planning to list this?
Sorry, your voice is cracking. It's not clear.
Repeating myself, when are we planning to list this company?
List this company, most probably next financial year will be planning it to list.
Okay. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Akhilesh Kumar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello. I want to know about the order and sub-ordering what we do with our sister, means the KPIGREEN, KP Energy and KPGL. Say, for example, we have divisional order of 1.2 gigawatt, which we have subcontracted to KP Energy. And I think in earlier calls, it was told that it is something around 3,000 crore or more. So now KP Energy will be paying 2% royalty on this order when it gets converted to revenue, right? And KPIGREEN will be paying 2% royalty again for the same order for the life when the revenue starts coming.
No. See, IPO, this is an execution order, right?
Okay.
So for KPI, there is no revenue till the business starts. Okay. Now, once that EPC order will be given to KP Energy, so only KP Energy will have the revenue. So it is not a double booking of the revenue. It is only IP. It is
okay, got it.
For KPI.
So one EPC contract gets once KP Energy executes that order, so that 3,000 crore or whatever the EPC value is there. So 2% royalty is paid from KP Energy, right?
Yes, that is for the order of execution.
Correct, I got it. So the one order, one royalty has been paid by KP Energy. Now coming to KPI.
For the execution of the order. Let me be clear on it. That is for the execution of the order. And what you are talking later on, when the revenue starts generating for that particular plant. So it is a nominal. It is what we see that it will clear approximately, if you have 1.2, it will clear 1,000 crore of top line. So that is the revenue that is generated year on year. That is an annuity income it will generate, no?
I got it. So KPIGREEN will be getting the annuity income for the next 25 years for the same project, right? Same order. And 2% royalty will be coming.
No. So you need to understand there is one EPC contract which is given to KP Energy. That EPC contract is of whatever amount, 3,000 crore or that is given to KP Energy. KP Energy is executing that, and that is its business of executing the order because it's a wind. So hybrid also. So it is executing the entire order over there. The panels are purchased directly by KPI. It is not part of the order also. So what exactly KP Energy is getting is at least you can say 60% of the total order. That is what KP Energy is going to get. And out of that business which it is doing, execution it is doing, which is usually its business of execution, EPC. So from that it is giving the revenue, and that revenue as per the approval and as per the SEBI guidelines, we are giving 2% royalty. Now after that project is executed and after that when that particular plant will start generating revenue, on that revenue, it is the 2% or it's something which KPI will be paying because that is the revenue of KPI. So it is not a, you cannot call it as a duplication because these are two different ways of looking at it. If I am generating a, so for example, till now KPI has executed 500 megawatt. Now 500 megawatt, whatever revenue comes, it is given a royalty on that only, no?
Okay, I got. And how much, say, IPP we have 170 or 1.8 gigawatt. How much we have subcontracted to our different group companies? Like say most of
Right now, as I told you, we have only given the execution. So since it is a hybrid project also, so we have given execution portion, that is the BOP and the wind, because the windmill and everything, KP Energy's expertise in that. Whereas the panel and everything we are purchasing directly from, so we are not offloading the panel. So you can see that we have clearly kept panel out of the scope of KP Energy because that is our expertise, KPI. KPI is more into solar. So they have expertise. So panel, which is around the major portion of the contract, which is not into their portfolio.
Okay, and KPGL also we give out, right? 30%
so
of
those are orders which no, what KP Energy gives to KPGL for executing, for example, the MMS structure and everything, those particular sales are not taken part of the calculation of the revenue for royalty. So that is kept aside because it has already taken in KP Energy, so we are not giving it in KP Green Engineering.
Okay, fine. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Gaurav Sharma from Anuja Properties. Please go ahead.
Hi, congratulations on an excellent set of results. I have a couple of questions for Salim, sir. As per last year's con call with you, sir, in Q2FY26, 1.1 gigawatt of CPP orders were supposed to be executed by September 26. But out of that, only 224 megawatt has been executed. Can you please explain the reason for delay?
No. See, there is not a delay. If you look at CPP execution, we count the megawatt only when we complete the entire order.
Correct.
So there are orders which we have completed 70-80%, but megawatt has not been counted into. Like Mahagenco, we have executed majority of the orders. CIL, we have executed majority of the orders. We have executed other majority. So once we complete the COD, then only we add. So if you compare the top line or anything, or we only take once we complete the entire order. So that's why you will see that variation in that. Yeah.
Got it. Also, one more question. The entire 2.41 gigawatt of order book.
Sir, I just request you to rejoin the queue for the follow-up
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Sahil Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Sahil, you are audible.
Yeah, congratulations for outstanding number. You guys are doing so good. And
thank you, sir. Thank you.
So my concern is I have been an investor in KPI since quite long now. Sir, despite strong performance, a solid order book, and an extremely positive commentary from management every time, the stock has severely underperformed lately, which is quite concerning, at least for me. How does management view this disconnect, and what's being done to restore investor confidence?
See, one important thing that when we are working, focusing on our execution, we are focusing on our financial strength and everything. So we are getting 100% or more than 100% in this factor, and which is clearly visible in our results also. Now coming to the factor that lot of other factors which derive the market for any segment. For example, we had political disturbance in the entire world, and we had issues with respect to China and the tariffs with the US and everything. So all these factors had a little bit, if you look at, because we have international investors, they have a little bit negative outlook on the country because of all these factors which were derived because of the tariff and everything. So due to that, every stock has taken a hit, including the renewable, because this was especially into the focus. So these things, I mean, as I told you, whenever there is a stability and there is an economic return and a growth return in the entire world, or in the majority in the stability in the political, at that time you will find companies which have performed well will immediately jump up. So we are looking out for that once that stability and everything, just like as you heard, a few of the questions where the government is cancelling PPS, we have already kind of covered with that. We don't have any issue with that. But since the sentiment derives the market, it sometimes has that impact. So I see that, keep doing the good work, and when the right time comes, automatically you will be the first to benefit from that.
Correct. Thank you very much. That was quite satisfying, and all the best for future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sahil. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vikas Nayak, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Vikas, you're audible.
Sir, my question is related to the expansion to the other states. So I think Dr. Das mentioned that maybe around 2.5 years is a reasonable timeline. So we wanted to understand if any data from a land bank acquisition also that you can share.
Your voice is cracking. Because your voice is cracking. Can you just step a little bit away from the phone because it's spreading?
Sure. Is it better now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was just asking about the expansion to the other states. Sir. Dr. Das mentioned that maybe 2.5 years is a reasonable timeline maybe to look at maybe starting to get revenue other than the Mahagenco project. So is there some data that can be shared in terms of maybe land bank acquisition also that you're looking at maybe in the other states or any other data that is relevant to this?
Right. So see, one of the things that we have already entered Maharashtra, you are aware, we have taken Mahagenco project. So that state we have already entered. We have recently won few of the projects we are, in Rajasthan also. So there also we will be shortly, starting our work over there. As far as other states are concerned, we are working on, tenders and bids in those states also. So slowly you'll find that there is, clear indication from the management that we have to spread ourselves, not only in India, in other states, but also internationally. So if you can see that today Faruk sir has given an interview and he was in Zambia. So there are a lot of interaction which are happening. Internationally also the PPA or the MOU that we have signed internationally and everything. So this gives us a comfort that we are staged to go internationally also. And as far as states are concerned, we are there in some of the states and we are increasing in other states also.
Okay, understood, sir. So just specifically related. Okay, understood, sir. So just specifically related to the Mahagenco project, sir. So my understanding is maybe some part of this has been maybe collaboration with maybe a competitor like Bondada also. Is that maybe going to be the norm going ahead, while in Gujarat maybe we are 100% maybe capable of maybe taking care of everything on our own, but in other states we have to collaborate?
So if I see Bondada is also not a Maharashtra, but collaboration was done for our EPC business. So there is some civil work and all those things for that project and everything. We have given them the orders, and he has done in previously also. Bondada was one of our best vendors, you can say. Whereas the other states are concerned, we will look into it. See, there is also a lot of demography which has to be taken care of because every state has its own nuisance or its own benefits. So when we enter any state, we see that if it is easily doable, we will close it out, and if we require some support from the locals, then we tie up with the locals and everything. So most of the time, your civil contractors and some of the RWs get solved by the locals only. So we have to involve the locals. So we will take that step as and when we see that there is a requirement.
Okay, understood, sir. So just a couple of points on the ICRA report, sir.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. I just request you to rejoin the queue.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Hardik Gandhi from HMPG Shares and Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Vijay, you are audible.
Yeah. So congratulations on a good set of numbers. Just wanted to know your collaboration with Fabtech Technologies. So recently we received an order for UAE, right? So the whole project is our order, or is it on a sharing basis where the revenue will be shared between you two? Round the clock order.
Yeah. He was on the part of the collaboration also. He'll give you a better understanding on the Fabtech MOU that we said.
Yes. So as you're aware, right, especially with the AI boom that's happening out in the West, data centers is one of the largest and will be going to be one of the largest consumers of electricity. And what we have essentially done is that partner with them to establish a data energy stream which KP Group will provide to them for their data centers and also the life sciences segment that they cater to. So it's a large order and a large collaboration, which we would be doing both in the Middle East as well as within the Indian geography, as and when they develop their data centers and other life science projects.
Understood. So, but this project which we've got, is it fully the revenue of roughly 1,050 crores, is it fully recognized in our book, or is it like a part order where 200 crores is their project, their work, and then 800 crores we'll recognize in our thing, or the whole 1,050 is
the entire order value which you quote, right, is only the renewable energy segment of it, the project execution. And to answer you shortly, it will be 100% recognized in our order book. It's only the renewable project execution that we're talking about, not the data center itself.
Understood. And no revenue from data center will be incurred in our books?
No. That's their operations of business. Our operations of business is renewable project execution.
What's the timeline for this order? Execution timeline?
I think you can take a good horizon of 2 to 3 years as they build data centers across Middle East and India.
Understood. Yeah. Thank you. That's it from my end. All the best.
Okay.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vijay Chauhan from RHPMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is the peak revenue that we can achieve on the current IPP capacities gets energized in couple of years. So what is the peak revenue? And I heard the margin on this capacity is around 90% EBITDA. But what's the PBT margin that one can assume to model the future cash flows? So that is my first question.
Yes. So, Vijay, the peak revenue, as I told you earlier also, that total capacity will be 1.5 gigawatts. After that, the peak revenue, we expect that approximately more than 1,000 crore, that is up to 1,200 to 300 crore kind of a top line only from IPP we expect. Okay. Rightly, yes, the EBITDA will be around 90%, equal to 90% EBITDA. Now the PBT and the PAT depends upon the mix of CPP also. So at present, what we see that,
I'm asking only about the IPP. IPP only, PBT margin, like EBITDA is 90, so can you expect 60% PBT margin only on the segment of IPP?
The only IPP segment, if you look at it, there is a repayment, there is interest cost and everything that has to be taken into consideration. So approximately the 40% or 45% should be the PBT around that.
Okay, that answers my question. And my second and last question is on the CPP order book. So we have handsomely grown even on if you look at compared to last year. So when do we see the numbers for FY27 and FY28? Because we have a target of 10 gigawatt. So do you have any number in mind based on your interactions? Can we expect it to be 4 gigawatt or maybe 5 gigawatt in FY27, FY28? Any number in your mind for both IPP and CPP for the order book? Some broad number will also help.
IPP, I can clearly say that by FY26, that March 26, we will be around more than 1 gigawatt on the IPP side, and remaining by September or December 26, we will be closing. So 1.5 gigawatt IPP will be by December 26, you can say. As far as CPP is concerned, as I told earlier also, CPP depends upon the entire execution of the order. So by FY20, 26 end or 27 March, you will be seeing the entire CPP order which we have right now is getting closed and everything. So there will be nothing which is left over.
Yeah, my question is on the win side. Yeah. New orders win side only. Currently we have 2.43, 2.4 somewhere in CPP side. So that will inch up to when? Or let's say we call the order wins. So how much order win you are looking at IPP and CPP, or you are internally targeting maybe 2 gigawatt, 1 gigawatt for next 2 or 3 years? That was.
You're talking about the booking. You're talking about booking.
Yeah.
Right? Not the.
Yeah. New orders wins that you are looking currently. Beyond this, what you already won in recent times.
Yes. So if you see, we are already bidding and we have a bidding success rate of 75%. So new orders we are bidding, we are looking at our target. In fact, our honorable CMD Sir Farooq Sir has clearly said that the target looks very small right now. With 10 gigawatt, we already have 6.6 gigawatt at the group level. with us.
Okay.
So automatically we expect this 10 gigawatt touching there. So logically we will be having a huge order flow in the coming years, which can be, KPI itself can be more than 5 to 6 gigawatt. It can be, and depending upon the tenders that that being floated and which we are pitching.
And just to add to that data point, right? Our internal target for KP was 1 gigawatt for 2025, where currently we are sitting at 6 gigawatt today. And by the end of the internal target.
Your target is 10, right? 10.
No. Let me complete. The initial target for 2025 that we had taken was 1 gigawatt. 2030 was 10 gigawatt. So against that 1 gigawatt which we had taken in 2025, today we stand at a group level portfolio of 6 gigawatt, and by this financial year end, I think that would go up easily by 1 more gigawatt. So our 2030 target, we are well ahead on that, and as we have bypassed the 2025 target, I'm sure we will be bypassing our 2030 target very, very soon.
Yeah, that's very good to hear. And congrats and good luck for the future. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Garvit Goyal from Anvist Analytics Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for the follow-up. Sir, just again on the grid stability part. So I just want to understand from Faruk sir, like how he is anticipating. He mentioned that further orders will be coming in the power transmission and the execution will happen. But the thing is there any chance like that kind of delay happening at that side that can further lead to ultimate delay in the renewable capex going ahead? So I want to understand his take on that current situation and the outlook.
Let me just speak about the company first. As I told you, company doesn't have any impact because of this. We have already tied up and our evacuation, everything is in hand. Whereas the sector or segment is concerned, I would request Alok sir to little bit throw again light on what we have discussed earlier also on the grid stability and availability. Alok sir.
Yeah, please, just there is a sound problem. Can you tell me again the question?
Yeah, so Garvit wants to understand the grid stability and grid availability issue with the sector altogether as it.
You see, grid sector now today that whatever the project is coming, all transmission companies, they first see that what is the load flow study of the grid. Based on the load flow study of the grid, they give the power execution permission. Now, today's scenario has come, there is a hybridization, RTC and all. So, if there is a time gap between the wind, solar, battery storage and all, so they want to sync all power output and sync to the power so that there should be smart grid implementations is happening. So, now all transmission companies, be it power grid companies, central level or state transmission unit, they are coming for the load flow study. Based on the generation and consumption, they are coming to the smart grid applicability with a disciplinary system called DSM arrangement. So you have to generate and consume between the 15-minute generation and consumption. You have to sync. So that is what it is coming for the power grid discipline. That is happening today. So there should not be any curtailment in future.
Got it, sir. Thank you very much, sir. That's it from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan from Naraksha Private Limited. Please go ahead.
नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार सर.
सर जी, मैं पिछले 3-4 साल से कंपनी को ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ और बहुत ही जबरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस दे रही है लगातार. उसके लिए आपको बेहतरीन रिजल्ट के लिए बहुत बहुत आभार.
शुभकामनाएं.
जी सर, मैं ऐसा बोल रहा था सर, पहला चीज तो मुझे ये बोलना था कि सर आप प्लीज सर केपीजीएल का भी सर आप कॉल करवाइए ताकि हमारे मन में जो डाउट है ना वो क्लियर हो. बिकॉज सर जैसे मैं मेल करता हूँ या मैनेजमेंट से जहाँ पे भी वेबसाइट से थ्रू मैं जहाँ से भी कांटेक्ट करने की ट्राई करता हूँ ना, कहीं भी मुझे रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं मिल पा रहा है. कहीं भी मुझे मेरे जो भी सवाल है ना, कहीं भी रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं मिल पा रहा है.
नहीं सर, हमने तो अभी मैंने बताया भी कि 14 तारीख को केपीजीएल का भी कॉल होगा और We'll be there. We'll answer.
हाँ बहुत ज़रूरी है सर, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग मतलब वेट कर रहे हैं, आप समझ रहे हो ना सर?
हाँ सर।
बिल्कुल। एक सर और सवाल है सर, वो सर थोड़ा कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन को लेकर है, जो सर मतलब हमको कुछ पता चल रहा है, मतलब मैं बताना भी मतलब नहीं चाहूंगा पूरा खुल के, लेकिन सर उसमें सर ऐसा है कि जो आप कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन फ्यूचर में जो लाने वाले हो ना, मे बी 3 महीने या 6 महीने में सर, वो सर अभी ऐसा है सर कि मुझे जहाँ से पता चला है ना, वो थोड़ा सा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट वाला है सर। तो मुझे क्या सर बात करनी थी मतलब मैनेजमेंट के साथ, मतलब हमारी पूरी टीम है सर, पर वो सर हम कहीं बात नहीं कर पा रहे, मतलब कहाँ पे पूछे, जैसे कि अभी डायरेक्ट में शायद अभी ओपनली प्लेटफॉर्म पे बोलना मेरे लिए शायद सही नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आपकी तरफ से कुछ अनाउंसमेंट है नहीं। पर जैसे अभी थोड़े टाइम पहले ही फारूक जी ने अभी मतलब इंटरव्यू में बात किया कि आने वाली है वो चीजें, बट सर अभी उसमें ऐसा कंफ्यूजन है कि जो हम सोच रहे वही है ना, तो मार्केट उसको पॉजिटिवली लेगा, लेकिन अगर सर थोड़ा भी अगर उसमें चेंजेस किया ना कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन में, तो कसम से बता रहा हूँ सर, मेरे हिसाब से जितनी मुझे समझ है ना, मार्केट के लिए मतलब नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा सर।
देखिए, हमने अभी तक तो कोई कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन डाला नहीं है।
जी।
जब तक हम नहीं डाले, आप बोले ना अफवाहों पे भरोसा मत कीजिए, अगर रूमर्स है रूमर्स पे भरोसा मत कीजिए। जब कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन आएगी तब आप उसके सवाल पूछ लीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हम लोग अवेलेबल है आपके पास, कभी भी आप पूछ सकते हैं।
ओके बॉस, उसका कुछ नहीं है, बस वही सर मेरे माइंड में क्वेश्चन था, सर मैं कहीं भी कांटेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहा था, इसके लिए थोड़ा सा मैं परेशान था सर।
श्रवण, सिद्धार्थ हियर, आप हमारी अगर आप इन्वेस्टर प्रेजेंटेशन में देखेंगे, IR फॉर केपी ग्रीन के लिए एक स्पेसिफिक ईमेल आईडी है, आप प्लीज उस पर ईमेल डाल दीजिए, वी विल रिस्पॉन्ड विद इन डिफाइंड दैट।
ओके बॉस, थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
एनी टाइम।
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Samrat Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to the entire team for another stellar performance, especially Farooq sir and Salim sir, बहुत बधाई सर। सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन बेक्स और ग्रीन अमोनिया से रिलेटेड है कि गोइंग फॉरवर्ड what are the kind of margins like IRR we can expect from this particular sector, क्योंकि लास्ट 2-3 फोन कॉल से ये आप बोल रहे हैं कि विद इन 1 or 2 क्वार्टर्स ऑर्डर या बिग जो आप किए हो वो सक्सेसफुल होगी, लेकिन अभी तक आया नहीं है कोई, तो इज इट बिकॉज ऑफ द लोअर मार्जिन और इज इट नॉट वायबल? आई वांट टू नो अबाउट दैट।
देखिए, आपका क्वेश्चन सर अंडरस्टैंड, करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, आपको मार्जिन के ऊपर कि मार्जिन अभी और ग्रो होंगे या नहीं होंगे, राइट? इसी के ऊपर आपका क्वेश्चन।
एग्जैक्टली, बेट्स वेदर इट इज वायबल और नॉट, कि बेट्स एज अ सेगमेंट, बिकॉज उसमें गवर्नमेंट का फंडिंग भी इन्वॉल्व होता है, तो आपको उसमें फायदा होगा आगे चल के कि नहीं?
मार्जिन तो हमारे एज आई टोल्ड अर्लियर ऑल्सो कि मार्जिन जो है आईपीपी में बहुत अच्छे मार्जिन रहते हैं, 90% का एबिटा रहता है, विच इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट यू कैन सी। पीपीपी में हमारा एबिटा 18 to 20% का रहता है, तो कंबाइन जब होता है तो 32 to 33% काइंड ऑफ एबिटा आ जाता है। तो मार्जिन अगर मैं आईपीपी बढ़ा रहा हूँ तो ऑटोमेटिकली मार्जिन भी बढ़ेंगे, बट प्रोपोर्शनली अगर सीपीपी बढ़ता है तो मार्जिन, तो ओवरऑल वैल्यू टर्म से तो हमारा प्रॉफिट बहुत बढ़ता है, बट मार्जिन जब हमारा टॉप लाइन भी उसके हिसाब से बढ़ता है तो मार्जिन डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट, बट वी आर इन दिस ऑल्सो वी आर एबल टू मेंटेन अ मार्जिन, वेरी गुड मार्जिन। तो आई डोंट थिंक मार्जिन विल हैव एन इम्पैक्ट। इनफैक्ट अगर हमारा आईपीपी ये सारा स्टार्ट हो जाएगा तो हमारी मार्जिन फार मोर इम्प्रूव हो जाएगी, वी माइट क्रॉस मोर देन 20% ऑन द पैट लेवल ऑल्सो।
Correct, sir. But my question was specific to BECCS and green ammonia related segment. Whether the current margins will be maintained after getting orders in those two segments.
Those two segments, we have a separate company for green ammonia and hydrogen. So those companies will be separate. They are not part of the KPI or its subsidiary. तो उनकी मार्जिन, उनका सब वायबिलिटी वो अलग से देखा जाएगा, दैट विल बी अ सेपरेट। इट इज एट प्रेजेंट इज नॉट अ लिस्टेड कंपनी, इट इज अ प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी वेयर वी आर गोइंग टू डू दोस प्रोजेक्ट्स।
Okay, fine sir, thank you and all the best sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. If you have a question, we request you to please join the queue, please.
Team, we will be closing this queue for questions. If you have any questions, please join now. And within next 20 seconds, if you want to join. Otherwise, we'll only be taking the questions for the people who have joined the queue. Thank you for your understanding. Okay, Muskan, I think we're good to go. We have 7 more participants. We'll answer these questions and then you can close. Then we'll close this call. Thank you. We can start.
Okay. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav Lohda from CFM. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. So firstly, congratulations on the good set of numbers in all 3 companies of KP Group. So I just want to understand the industry level outlook for the solar segment. As of now, like this year, we'll be adding around 40 to 50 gigawatt for solar. So like, do you see this increasing year on year over the next 5 years? Because if it is not adding up, then the market share without increasing market share very heavily, then the CPP orders will be constrained to the current number of orders only. So where do you see the number of additions of the solar power in the next 3 to 5 years?
First of all, you need to understand, Vaibhav, that we are a player who is capable of doing solar as well as wind and hybrid. Okay, so we are way more competitive and we are way more ahead of any of the other competitors. So from that point of view, and as far as as I told earlier also, the segment, I mean, there is people think that there is excess capacity on the solar side of manufacturing, but we are not a manufacturer, we are executor. We have sufficient order book for upcoming years and we are sufficient on the IPP side and the CPP side. As far as we are concerned, we don't think any impact on our, the financial strength or our execution capabilities or our books will be there. So that is clear. As far as segment is concerned, yes, there are some hurdles on the segment, but I think government is strong enough or, will be taking steps which will be promoting this, because the government also has a focus of increasing this particular segment.
Okay, so like, are you expecting completion of the 500 gigawatt renewable energy before 2030? Because otherwise the solar additions would be only 40 to 50 gigawatts every year, which is same to this year.
I will give you the answer. I'll give the answer. So basically, there are total 500 gigawatt is there. As on today, what country has completed? 252 like all non-fossil fuel. Out of that, solar they have done 127 and wind about 53 gigawatt. So now that rest of the projects is under bidding. Those for the government of India already project close to 60 gigawatt, and some of the projects is just under implementation about 125 more that gigawatt. So before 2030, 500 gigawatt, government of India is pretty much sure that 500 gigawatt will be done. Only the commissioning may get delay 1 or 2 years, but all the process of the bidding process has to be done. So now this is what now government is only concentrating how to evacuate the power of that 500 gigawatt. That is why concentration is done. But market growth is there. Now, if you see that for last 1 quarter, solar and wind near about 25 gigawatt added to the grid of the country. So growth is immense because the 500 gigawatt is to be completed. And today, the solar capacity, production capacity, manufacturing, that capacity is more than 125 gigawatts. So to match to the supply chain and all requirement under Make in India, government has stepped all the backward integration and supply chain. So we are all confident that target of 500 gigawatts must be done.
Okay, so that is very helpful, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Gaurav Sharma from Anuja Properties. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. My question is for Salim, sir. Sir, as you mentioned that there has been no equity dilution in the past 1 year. So why is there a difference between EPS and PAT growth? Can you explain?
The EPS depend upon your profitability also, right? So the number of shares which are there after bonus and everything, they have increased. So we had given in the past we have given bonus and everything. So because of that. But as far as dilution is concerned, if you see promoters equity, promoter shareholding has never diluted in the past 1 year. It is still at 48%.
Got it. And can you tell me the ROE figure of H2FY26?
It's around 24%.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good luck for the next set of results.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Manav Agarwal, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Congratulations, sir, on a good set of numbers. I have two quick
Thank you,
questions.
ma'am.
One is on, is there any update on the pledge shares release, which we discussed on the last con call? And my second question will be on, given this is an extended monsoon period this time all over the country, are we on track to achieve the 70% guidance which was communicated by Farooq sir?
Yes. As far as pledge is concerned, I've already explained in the previous question. I'll just reiterate that. In our latest sanction, see, our pledge is with State Bank of India for our existing term loans that we have taken. It's a collateral. It's not a pledge against shares or a fundraise against shares. So that collateral is also going to get released once we complete this 1.2 gigawatt, the funding which they have given 3,200 crore. By September 26, we will be doing the COD, and after that, within 6 months, so by March 27, SBI will release the pledge for all our shares, and that is clear-cut terms and conditions in our sanction letter from SBI. So pledge, as far as pledge is concerned, shortly will be by March 27, all the pledge will be removed from the shareholding which promoters pledge are there. As far as monsoon is concerned, yes, we are already tied up. We have, in spite of such longer monsoon, we have shown a substantial good result. So you can understand that going forward, it will be a far more better result than what we have done in the first half, because we have hedged our panels and everything delivery has been taken place. So we will be focusing on faster execution, whether it's on the CPP side or the IPP side. So yes, we will grow faster.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vikas Nayak, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity again. Just a question on the ICRA report, sir, which came at the end of July. One of the points mentioned was that there is a weak exit clause in the PPA. I just wanted to understand, sir, maybe what made ICRA to maybe have that observation, because they mentioned that maybe either party can maybe terminate with 6 months. Is it different from a regular PPA in this industry?
So you need to understand, in IPP we have two segments. One is the C&I segment, that is the third party open access, in which we have 170 megawatt. Okay, and the other is the utility or the GUNL, where we don't have any exit clause. It's 25-year PPA. Now the 170 megawatt, there our PPA are designed in such a way, whatever the discom rate is there, I will give 7 to 8% kind of a discount to the customer on its rate. So for example, his rate is 8 rupees or something, I'll give 7% discount on that. So automatically 56 paisa kind of a discount will be there, and the remaining. So in those PPAs, we are earning at a rate of 7 rupees 50 paisa per unit. So in those PPAs, because there are big customers like UPL, Colourtex, Megmoney, Tata Motors, Indian Air Force, so we have kept it open for them. But believe me, we started this particular open access PPAs in the right from 2018 onward, or say 16 onward, when we started that. So first was, we had Mafatlas and all other companies as a PPA. Today also we have 80% of our PPAs are with AA plus clients, and they are increasing. For example, we started with one PPA with Colourtex. Now they have 3 to 4 PPAs and everything. They have extended. So in spite of having that exit clause, they have never exited because of any pricing or anything, because it's a clear cut that every unit has a different PPAs with us. And on the same 170 megawatt cash flows, we have raised the NCD green bonds. So you can understand, even the market players like Asim Infra, SBI Cap, Geo Credit, who have invested in the green bond, they are also aware that these are some long-term kind of PPAs. Just for the comfort of the corporate, we have kept that clause, but it is never exercised by any of the yeah.
Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Garvit Goyal from Invest Analytics Advisors. Please go ahead.
My question is already answered. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
The next question is from the line of Anil from K16 Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity once again.
See, when I talk to people outside, I hear persistently this issue that look, there is an RPT concern. There are 3 companies and revenues booked here and there. So, some of us are aware what the method of operation is within the KP Group. But for the benefit of everybody, why don't you, in your forthcoming presentation, or maybe you can even upload a fresh presentation, saying that who gives what order to whom, what are the commercials? Because I suspect that some of the image is getting affected through having multiple companies all with KP in the beginning of their name, and it leads to some kind of discomfort amongst people who don't even know the truth. So it would be good if you laid out a schematic in a PPT somewhere that order comes from here, it is partly given to Bondada, partly given to this much, etc., and there is no revenue double counting, etc. Because this is what I hear, that there is revenue double counting.
No. I just explained on one of the questions about the revenue double counting confusion which one of the investors had. So let me be clear. First is about KP. KP is a brand. KP is a trademark. And that's the reason every company has that trademark at the start, just like you have Adani or you have Reliance. So we have a trademark. That is a brand which is known. We are known by KP Group. Secondly, on the execution side, every order which is given is at arm's length. There is no benefit given to any of the companies. That's arm's length. What I would be giving outside, I am giving at the same cost and everything to my group company, and they are also executing the same way that they are doing for the other company. So I don't think any issue with respect to but nevertheless, what you have said, I will surely see to it that next time onward in the full year presentation, everything will clearly mention about, or will put a slide which will give a little bit more explanation about the related party transaction, which I understand that analysts have little bit inhibitions with respect to the related party transaction. Your point is taken, very.
Yeah, no, thank you. But I would only urge that, people have all kinds of weird notions, and let's not wait for the end of the year. I think the point has been made.
We'll try to put in the third quarter. Third quarter presentation, we'll try to put that. Yeah?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Darshan Malani from Investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, Darshan.
हाँ सर, मेरा एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन है। जैसे कि हमने पहले बोला था 2028 में हमारा पेट 1000 करोड़ होगा, तो क्या हम अभी भी उसके ऊपर ही है सर? मुझे तो भरोसा है कि आ जाएगा, फिर भी आप एक बार बता दीजिए सर प्लीज।
नहीं, आपका क्वेश्चन मुझे समझ में नहीं आया। 1000 करोड़ क्या होगा कहा था?
पेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स अपना केपीआई का यस सर।
हाँ। तो नेचुरली मैंने वही बताया ना कि हमारा आईपीपी जैसे ही स्टार्ट हो जाएगा तो 1.5 गीगावाट का आईपीपी है, उसका टॉप लाइन ही आपका आएगा 1200-300 करोड़ काइंड ऑफ टॉप लाइन विद एन एबिलिटी ऑफ 90%। तो जैसे हम नीचे जाएंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली सीपीपी का बिजनेस इसमें ऐड करेंगे। तो वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड इन अ कपल ऑफ ईयर FY27 मार्च के बाद हमारा पैट वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग टू, एज पर आवर प्रोजेक्शन, वी माइट गो अप टू दैट ईयर।
यस सर, मुझे भरोसा है, लेकिन फिर भी अभी मतलब 2-3 क्वार्टर से उसके बारे में बात नहीं हुई ना, तो मैं बोल सिंपल
हमने रेवेन्यू की बात की और हमने ये भी बात की कि प्रॉफिट ऑटोमेटिकली आपका उतना मेंटेन तो रहेगा ही रहेगा, इनफैक्ट बढ़ेगा। जितना आईपीपी ज्यादा होगा उतना प्रॉफिट आपका मार्जिन भी बढ़ेगा।
जी 1.7 सर अपना होगा ना 2020, मतलब अपना दिसंबर 2026 में 1.7 गीगावाट हो जाएगा ना आईपीपी में, या 1.5 होगा?
दिसंबर नहीं, 1.5 हो जाएगा। और एक जो ऑर्डर है 150 मेगावाट का, अभी आपने पढ़ा होगा, रिसेंटली पीपीए साइन किया, वो भी हम लोग ऐड करेंगे, तो और दूसरे ऑर्डर ऐड करेंगे। तो बाय आई थिंक मार्च 27 के बाद हमारा 1.5 हो जाएगा।
ओके, थैंक यू
ऑल टुगेदर।
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as that was the last question for the day, I would now hand the conference over to the management for the closing comments. Over to you, sir.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to all the investors, shareholders, and well-wishers who have joined us on this call. As we have gone through the question list and the key information you will be receiving to our official channels and this call, we are on a trajectory that will oversee a lot of your doubts, and We are on a trajectory that will take us very forward in both the business segment as well as in the share market. So stick with us, and we'll be back to you with the next conference call for the next quarter. Meanwhile, please do know that we have KP Energy and KP Green Engineering con calls as well scheduled within this week. So if you do have your doubts, questions, or you just want to participate, you can join in these calls. Thank you, and we're signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Share India Securities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.